Customers who choose to adopt droplet computing do so purely down to compatibility, security, and compliance challenges with applications and operating systems. So applications that are no longer supported on the latest operating system, and that can be for a number of reasons. Droplet computing is available on two different editions. There's a client-side solution and a server-side solution. It doesn't require any hypervisors, application packaging, or indeed back-end infrastructure. Instead, droplet computing uses the compute that's on your physical device, doesn't require or depend on back-end servers. It's installed directly onto your device of choice, irrespective of which operating system you have. There is only 3 files to install. Simply install the droplet computing file, then the .droplet file, which is all the clever stuff that droplet computing have done to allow Windows applications to run inside their container on any operating system, and then finally the license file. Droplet computing runs on Windows 10, Mac OS, Chrome OS, or Linux, and that's both on the server side or client side. It's also supported on Citrix, VMware, Amazon Workspaces, and you can access it via WVD as well. So let's take a typical use case here and look at how do you get the install media into the container and what's the end user experience like. So a typical example is a customer who may be running Internet Explorer 8, which is no longer supported on Windows 10, and they're running a version of Java, which again is no longer around and no longer supported. Simply take the install media and install it directly into the container, same way you would with an old Windows desktop. Simply take the install media, double click next, install. Then create a shortcut. The end user sees that shortcut, double clicks on it, and the application opens instantly and seamlessly. No back-end servers, no application packaging, it just opens. So from an end user perspective, they don't see any different than what they've been doing for the last 10, 20 or even 30 years. See a shortcut, click on it, the application opens. From a security perspective, the container itself is fully isolated away from the host operating system. This allows the applications to run inside the container without being seen or penetrated. So from a vulnerability perspective, the apps are invisible and they can't be seen. All you'll see is you're running droplet computing. You won't know what's inside droplet computing, and you won't be able to get into it either. And from another perspective, should you be sending patches and updates to your physical endpoint device, don't worry, those patches and updates will only apply to the device. They will not penetrate the container. So again, you can continue running those applications safe and secure inside the container without any fears or concerns about system crashes. If you're looking for the ultra secure solution, then simply put droplet on either side. Droplet on the server side and on the client side, and only allow droplet computing as the only method in and out. And that will give you an ultra secure solution with a zero trust policy, trust no one, and it even prevents zero-day attacks. Applying this type of solution from a droplet perspective will go a long way to security conscious organisations who are looking to get Cyber Essentials or indeed Cyber Essentials Plus accredited. Droplet computing is licensed per user or per device, whichever one is financially advantageous to yourself will always go with the lowest cost. It's also available on G-Cloud. Simply do an internet search for Adapt Droplet Computing Containers and you'll find our landing page for G-Cloud. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, and if any of the points I discussed are relevant to yourself and relevant to your current challenges, feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to discuss it in more detail, do a wider deep dive and one-to-one with you, or indeed discuss a free trial. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit the like button and please share with your colleagues. Thanks very much for watching.